Hello there. Welcome to my reaction to Demon Slayer just set a new standard by Gigak. It's a new video on Gigak's channel, and I am very excited because I think Demon Slayer Season 2 is the best animated show there is. I don't know, maybe that's wrong, maybe that's subjectively wrong, but it's definitely the best animated show I've ever seen. I knew what's gonna happen, I knew the story because I read the manga, but I still had so much fun watching Season 2. It was fucking incredible. Okay, I can't swear. It was fucking incredible. Just the animation itself was fantastic. It was on a different level than anything I've ever seen. And I've seen most of the, I've seen pretty much all the biggest shows. Like Jujutsu Kaisen had an amazing animation, especially in the last fight of the season. It was fucking fantastic. I was hyped as fuck. But just pure animation-wise, I didn't know the story of Jujutsu Kaisen while I was watching it. So that also gave me a hard gave me excitement to see what's to come. But the Demon Slayer Season 2 was just the only thing I didn't see is it being animated, and that alone it just put that on my top favorite anime list. I don't know. It's incredible. If you haven't seen it yet, just go and watch it. You will not be disappointed. If you think what was the first season of Demon Slayer, like episode 19, I think, was like the top it gets, like as good as it gets. Season 2 just put that shit to shame. It is better animated than the movie. Some fucking how. UFO table are insane. Anyway, before we begin to watch the video, if you want to help out the channel, check the links in the description below, or just like, comment, subscribe. That also helps. Let's begin.
Guys, are you ready? Are you ready for the hottest take of all time? I don't think you're actually ready, so just brace yourself, alright?
Okay.
Here it comes. Demon Slayer
He's good.
is... Giving an opinion about a shonen anime is
the
kind of like
bomb.
walking into the ghetto in the middle of the gang war and expecting not to get lynched. You say a show is great, you get beaten the fuck up. You say a show is trash, you get beaten the fuck up. You say you like a character, you get beaten the fuck up. You say you don't like a character, you get beaten the fuck up. You say a show is okay, you will get a hit put on you and everyone around you, as all your closest acquaintances will be assassinated one by one as you're forced to look on in despair as everyone you've ever loved will pay the consequence for your dumb, stupid actions that you've brought upon the world. And then you get beaten the fuck up. So, anyway, I just watched the new Demon Slayer. Yep, I'm going to be a normie today and talk about Demon Slayer, but before that, I'd like to give a quick shout out to today's sponsor, Square Enix and Nier Reincarnation. Nier Reincarnation is the first mobile entry to the legendary Nier series. This is a free-to-play action command RPG from Square Enix and Applebots, available on the App Store and the Google Play Store. Coming from legendary creative director Yoko Taro, composer Keiichi Okabe, and producer Yosuke Saito. This is an action command RPG that features a turn-based battle system, allowing you to build a team of unique characters and customizable loadouts to battle against powerful enemies. Featuring a fast-paced battle system with top quality graphics and beautiful soundtrack. Immerse yourself in the deep story of Nier Reincarnation. I mean, come on, it's from Yoko Taro. You know it's going to be absolutely bonkers. Not only that, but until March 14th PST, they're also having a collaboration with Nier Automata. This is your chance to get 2B, A2, and 9S as playable characters to help you fight against the enemies, but you also have a chance to get 2P, Theo, and Akeha costumes. Right now, you can enjoy an original story featuring Nier Automata characters only available during this collaboration, and you can clear crossover events to earn medals to exchange for event exclusive items. There's also going to be a global celebration of the Japanese first anniversary until March 9th, when players can receive a bunch of rewards and bonuses. So, what are you waiting for? Dive into the madness of the latest Nier series by clicking the link in the description and giving it a go today. Thank you to Square Enix.
I played a little of Nier Automata. I don't know if I should.
Let's get back to Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer is a series that has completely blown away my expectations on just how popular it would get. Season 1, episode 19 broke the internet. The manga sold like a bajillion more volumes than the previous undisputed king, One Piece. The movie became the top grossing anime movie of all time.
Yeah.
All time! Here in Japan, it is full on mainstream with every single age range alike, and it just keeps breaking records left, right, and center.
Okay, I'm sorry I'm looking at my phone right now, but I will forget to check out. Is it even available? I don't think it's available on, I don't know, my phone, Russia, whatever it is. The reason there isn't, it's not in Google Play. Maybe I can check the links in his description, but later then.
I knew, as with every shonen battle series, it was probably going to get popular, but since my last video, I don't think it's an understatement to say that it's become a worldwide sensation. And the question
for a reason
on my mind is,
why?
Yeah. I spent a good amount of time trying to rationalize it in my head, doing some Sherlock Holmes level brain expansion deductive reasoning, piecing together all the possible reasons,
story is probably nothing new,
nuances, combing through the smallest
but the
details,
animation
trying
is
to justify
fantastic.
what sets it apart this much for it to have the impact that it does around the world. And then I watched season 2 and I was like, oh, it's just because the show fucking slaps. Demon Slayer's Entertainment District arc is some of the most pure, undistilled hype I've ever had the pleasure to experience in the shonen genre. No crazy, complicated power systems or five-head battle strategies,
humor.
Just pure hype. I'm going to assume you've already seen the new season in this video because, let's be honest, you're not here to listen to me to help you decide whether you should be watching it because you probably already are. It's freaking Demon Slayer. And I just wanted to gush about it a bit because we have one thing we can thank for that. Studio UFO table.
Oh, yeah.
Just a while ago, I might have been just a little bit, just a tiny bit salty. When Mugen Train had beaten out the likes of Mushoku Tensei in the animation department in the Anime Awards because I thought it was unfair that a movie-level production was being compared to a TV series. But the Entertainment District...
I agree. It's weird. I thought the movies would be competing with other movies, and then like a TV show animations would be competing with the same ones. That is a weird thing to do. Okay.
Showed me that UFO table don't give a flying fuck about movie level production when
but that
everything they do now is apparently movie level quality. This is better than season 1, better than their own movie, better than, and it hurts me to say this, possibly anything else they've worked on so far. Look, you know me, I would die defending Fate if I needed to, Astolfo Body Pillar and Hand and
Fate,
all.
they did Fate.
To tell you to go fucking watch the Heaven's Feel movies because it is the studio at the top of their game, but as much as I love Fate, there is also a lot of this. When we see amazing fight sequences, it normally only lasts a few minutes. Even Demon Slayer Season 1 revolved around one short, explosive moment of animation that ended the fight. But Season 2 gave us like 6 episodes in a row of
it was just one pretty much
action that rivaled and sometimes even exceeded the shit you see in movie-level productions. In a TV series, what they've done here is absolutely fucking insane. And this wasn't just your typical flashy, no choreography action. There was some really cool shit going on. One of the highlights for me was just seeing how they portrayed a battle on multiple fronts. Normally, when you have a team battle in anime, it's not really a team battle, but a series of individual fights. Matchups
exactly,
are separated.
Battles
I agree. Don't interfere with one another. Geologically, they might not even be near each other. Entire fights will be segmented by episodes, so it's crystal clear who's fighting who. But this was nothing like that. Attacks weave in from one battlefield to another. Strikes will come in tandem or separate depending on the ebb and flow of things. Characters actually switch targets depending on the state of the fight. It felt like the battle itself had a life of its own. It was organic. It was constantly moving, constantly changing. This actually felt like one massive battle with a ton of smaller moving parts making it up. This is what a spectacle of the highest degree looks like. Mainstream or not, I gotta give respect when respect is due. The visuals were out of this world. The sound design gave life to every
I wish it was less spoilery for people who hasn't seen.
The story was solid.
It was okay.
Here we go. Look at this guy enjoying Demon Slayer. Watch this. I'm about to end his entire career. Demon Slayer? More like Deep Mid Slayer. When Christ himself resurrected from the dead, performing an impossible miracle for the world to see, shonen fans were like, yeah, that was mid. Anytime I even mention Demon Slayer, I actually got to mute the thread because of the amount of shit being thrown from every angle and the amount of people acting like they have massive cocks because they can call a popular show everyone else likes mid. I don't know what this obsession is with the shonen community in particular with calling other popular shonen series mid. Like the only breathing technique they've learned from Demon Slayer is huffing copium, because how the fuck does this count as mid? All I'm saying is, if you want to see mid, try being an isekai fan. You merely adopted them.
And I can't even go to Garn's Twitter and say that it's mid, even though I would never do that. I'm not fucking stupid. But Twitter seems to be not working in Russia very well anymore. I wonder why.
We were born in it, molded
with the best, to be honest.
I didn't see my first good anime until I stopped crossing the road. Yes, Demon Slayer isn't a complex narrative political heavyweight like Attack on Titan is right now, but it doesn't try or need to be. Tanjiro, Inosuke, Zenitsu, they might not have an ocean-level amount of depth to them, but they fill the exact role they need to, just like every new character introduced. Tengen had some big shoes to fill coming after Rengoku stole the show, but I think he was the perfect guy to do it. Yes, he's a lecturer. Yes, he's confident and powerful, but he's oh so aware about his own limits. He has his own people he looks up to, he respects. He knows he's not the greatest or strongest Demon Slayer to ever live, and it was just really humbling to see a man who had accepted that he wasn't the star that shone the brightest, which made him shine even more. Like, the dude just seems like a chill bro you'd hang out with. Hell, I'd like to buy him a pint. Okay, and now he's cancelled. You can spend an eternity picking apart the plot conveniences or characters, but at the end of the day, I watch shonen anime for the moments that make my jaw drop on the floor. And Demon Slayer made me open my jaw so wide, a JoJo fan would have thought I just finished sucking 1,000 dicks. Because I think what shines about Demon Slayer is simplicity. A lot of people like to say, well, Demon Slayer wouldn't be as good if it wasn't for the animation.
Try saying that.
Yes, and Berserk wouldn't be one of the most beautifully illustrated manga of all time if it was drawn by a drunk ape. Writing, characters,
why would you do Connor like that?
It doesn't necessarily go above and beyond compared to some of its counterparts, but it doesn't really need to. When it delivers this hard in the moments that matter, it's doing exactly what it needs to do without complicating.
Before I forget, because I already forgotten 5 minutes ago what I wanted to say. I don't want Demon Slayer Season 2 to be like 10 years down the line. That was so fucking great. Watch Demon Slayer, it's animated fantastically. Like Season 2 specifically, like... What I want is for this to be an evolution. I want to see this more often. I mean, I can't do anything about it, neither probably could you. Unless you are ahead of some Japanese company that does animation for anime. But it would be so great to see actual work, actual heart and soul put into things. And not just money-grabbing shit like, oh, that manga is selling quite well, let's make an anime of it. With, like, less frames per second than the fucking manga. Or something like One Piece having the fucking Toei treatment. One Piece could have been so fucking good. Especially now. They changed the art style. It looks amazing. Take fucking 2 chapters of manga. Make it fucking 1 episode per 2 weeks. It's fine. Make it good, is what I ask. Anyway, I'm just a little butthurt about it.
Shit. When you get to this level of popularity this fast, it isn't the intricate nuances that play the biggest factor, it's how well you can execute the simple stuff. Your grandma walks in on you watching other shows and she asks, "What's that?" And you have to explain, well, you see, grandma, this kid's trying to find his dad, so they use their nen, which is a power, to transport them into a video game, which isn't really a video game, to find clues, and now they're playing a game of volleyball because that's one of his dad's friends, who may or may not know where his dad is, except everyone also has superpowers, like he can use rock, paper, scissors, he can use electricity, and then there's also a clown who can turn his energy into bungee gum. So your grandma goes,
and he's a pedophile. What the fuck is this beat gun?
It doesn't sound like this. As opposed to when she walks in you watching Demon Slayer and you go, oh, well, this guy's a Demon Slayer and this guy's a demon and he's trying to slice his head off. So your grandma goes, good. Fuck them demons. You got the good guys, you got the bad guys.
Damn.
The bad guys lose when the
Grandma's
good guys slice their head off. It's so simple, your grandma can follow along, and so every fight is just one massive build-up for this single moment, and Demon Slayer pushes this build-up to the absolute limit of intensity. The second half of the Entertainment District arc is just a big lead-up to one massive crescendo. No amount of lube in the world could prepare my anus for the pure, unadulterated hype that would be entering it. Some of these scenes came with such intensity that I forgot I knew my own breathing technique, called, well, breathing. There were some moments that literally took my breath away, and it was only after the moment had passed that I remembered to take a deep breath, to take in the sheer orgasmic energy I had just experienced, and
God, he's showing a lot.
In process. Forget the simple storyline, forget the by-the-book shonen formula, because there are only few shows that are ever able to make me do that. And that's the real reason I wanted to make this video. I didn't need to tell you guys Demon Slayer was a good show. I didn't need to tell you guys to go watch it, because by God, you probably already are. I wanted to acknowledge when I see something being taken to the next level, because that's what I think Ufotable have done for a TV animated series. What we are seeing here is a team who's reached the peak of their craft. Not one who's gotten there by shortcuts, but one who's carefully honed it through years of trials.
Question is, can they stay at that
Demon
peak?
Slayer feels like the culmination of
Or they overworked
perfecting
to
their work
shit?
through a
Hopefully
decade
not.
of hard work. There was no easy way to get to this point, no shortcut to be taken. And something like this wouldn't be possible without a team motivated enough to keep constantly pushing themselves to achieve even greater heights with every new show they take on. There are only a select few anime studios out there that seemingly come with a permanent seal of quality. A studio like this not only set the bar of quality, they are the bar of quality, and no matter how ridiculously high we think they may set that bar, somehow they find a way to exceed themselves with every new project.
Fucking
I
hope
the
so.
episode 19 scene a work of art.
I don't
just
see
how
how.
masterfully crafted that segment was.
I hope so. I don't see how they can do that. Hopefully by not locking their animators in the animation places for 24/7. Hopefully not. But if they do, I can't fucking wait. Can't wait for season 3. Can't wait for to when I still start watching Fate, because that will happen at some point.
I called the episode 19 scene a work of art for just how masterfully crafted that segment was, and Ufotable continued to deliver above and beyond with every passing season. Moments so intense, so deeply immersing that I've run out of superlatives I can possibly say. It's incredible. It's a masterclass. It's a new standard for anime.
Yeah. Soundtrack as well was fantastic. I forgot that animation is the only thing that manga doesn't have. It's the soundtrack, and just the sound in general. The voiceover was also amazing. Hello, Palma. I've seen that video, or one of those. Anyway, yeah. Everything he says here, I agree with completely. Just, they are at their peak. I want to see more of this. I just want it. I want to see animation studios trying to throw each other from the peak that Ufotable is on right now. MAPPA has been doing a good job with Attack on Titan and Jujutsu Kaisen, but they're not on the peak. Maybe Jujutsu Kaisen 0 can... Maybe it can be close to Demon Slayer movie. Maybe. And maybe then season... yeah, it will be season 2 of Jujutsu Kaisen will be on the same level as Demon Slayer season 2. How amazing would that be? I'm not saying better. I'm saying at least on the same level. It would be fucking incredible. Just having all that action in such good quality, in such everything. Because it was great. Don't get me wrong. I fucking loved Jujutsu Kaisen. It became one of my favorite. Definitely in... No, I'm not gonna excuse anything. One of my favorite battle shonens just of all time. Because, like, what am I gonna compare it to? To One Piece? One Piece has an amazing story, and anime is following that story, but the anime itself is kind of meh. I can't watch it. I couldn't. I just gave up and then switched to manga, and now I'm fucking happy because I get the same story, but at least it's not prolonged just beyond human understanding. Like, why, Toei? Please. Please stop. Look at Ufotable. Fuck it. Make One Piece seasonal. I don't know. People will riot, probably. It's not that long until One Piece is over. It's maybe, like, for anime, maybe 6 years. If it is 5 years, as of that interview where Oda? Ichiro Oda, right? Am I missing? Yeah. If it's 5 years since that interview, as he said it on it, if manga has 5 years left, anime has like a year more. Probably switching the way it's made is not gonna happen, and definitely no kind of remake is gonna happen, because it's way too fucking long to do that. But doesn't matter. We're talking about Demon Slayer here, and the way Demon Slayer is going, I can only see the bright future of it. Hopefully nothing goes wrong. And hopefully fucking Japan is not gonna block Russia from its content, like every company fucking does. Fucking hate it. You're not helping the situation, you're making the situation worse. And then just support Ukraine because they're victims, haha. And then they get to Moldova because Moldova allowed them to get there to safety, and then they shit on fucking Moldovan people and literally fucking shit in the streets. Fuck off. Sorry, that was a weird rant. Anyway, thank you anybody who watched this. I'm just pissed off about the situation entirely. There's more to it than just Russia for no reason attacking Ukraine. There is more reason to it. There is a video on YouTube about it. I don't know. It's half an hour. It's probably talking about all the things that's happening. Anyway, thank anybody who watched this. I appreciate it. I'll hope see you next time. Goodbye. Have a great life. Because one of us has to.